a little too wild. He got on DoorDash in downtown before. Nah, we good on that, brother. I've had my fun.
So recently, Jay Prince has been going back and forth with King
That old
Mase.
nigga. You go first.
Jay Prince, I'm gonna set the tape for everybody. Jay Prince has been defending his client. I didn't know it was his client, Shakur Stevenson.
That nigga do everything apparently.
I didn't even know that he was in the boxing now too.
He has been for a while.
I know. I heard. I found out, but I just didn't know.
But like Jay Prince, man, you know.
And Cam and Mase has comments going back and forth with him.
We're not your little niggas. Like, for real. All that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't. And for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission. They would say, yo, Mase, listen. Mm-hmm. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You got to put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you were supposed to tell them. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is where the game got messed up when young niggas started sending old niggas out. And just because this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you fail.
You going to play him?
Yep.
My thing with Jay Prince is like so he had an autobiography. And the name of it, I can't think of it right now, but I listened to his audio book.
I commend you for listening to the audio book.
Yeah, well, shit. His audio book was in his voice, and if you ever heard,
don't do that.
Jay Prince talk, it's like this southern.
Don't do
that.
Let's not do that.
Raw that you be like, bro.
We're not gonna
in the fucking chapter, my nigga. Just,
a lot of
chapter 2.
A lot of our ancestors came from the South, though.
The reconciliation of the South. Like, come on, bro. What we doing? So then with this whole thing, and then the shit happened with the Migos with not Offset, Takeoff getting murdered right in front of his son, and then you get mad because motherfuckers is like, bro, your son was there. He like, y'all not bringing my son in this. Your son was there. He was standing right next to him. Why wouldn't we bring him into this? So then you like 60 plus talking about some. I got receipts and I got whatever you need for my. I get it. You standing up for your boxer. Shakur Stevenson. I mean, again, I'm not a big boxing fan.
He's boring. It is.
But what I will say, hey, he boring. But I feel like boxing,
and not like Mayweather boring.
Yeah,
He's just boring.
I feel like boxing is in a state where like people are really trying to stay undefeated, so they're picking who they want to fight, and that's one problem. And then number 2 is like you have the people who aren't afraid to fight people that are just like going off the deep end. Like Ryan Garcia, like he ain't afraid to fight nobody, but yet
he's suspended.
Yeah, he's suspended. But like leading up to that, something needs to happen because there's a lot going on with him. But like you have all these, like you have that with David Haney, you have Shakur Stevenson, you have all these different boxers who are trying to hold on to this undefeated record that do not want to fight each other. And it's like, what's the fuck is the point of saying you the best if you not go at each other?
I don't care who the nigga fight. He fight. It's boring.
Yeah, I mean, again, I didn't see the last fight.
You would have fell asleep.
But like when you have some what's the word, cachet?
Cachet.
When you have some cachet, right? You look. I've never bought a boxing fight, right? But you would look to see what happened to Gervonta Tank Davis. Like, what did he do in his fight? You feel what I'm saying? You look to see, even if like you see fucking Floyd doing another amateur like exhibition.
I got
you watch that for who it is, but like now you got again Jay Prince coming out to speak for you, and it's like Shakur, bro. I don't even know if you gonna ever see this, but it's just like, bro, just focus on if they say you boring, hey, you undefeated, right? Go try to fight somebody who's undefeated so you can like level up your shit. But apparently that because it is entertainment. That's what brings the dollars in. So you got Shakur Stevenson, who is fight. I guess it was a free fight. You could watch it on like ESPN or some shit like that. I didn't watch it. I have the ESPN app. But when you got a Tank Davis fight or a Ryan Garcia or whoever, you got to actually pay for those fights, and that's where the real money comes in. So I don't know what it's gonna take to level up your fighting ability, but I mean, my nigga, you undefeated, so you can just maybe step it up a bit. Maybe talk some more shit. Maybe, step out your comfort zone a little bit and just, I don't know, risk a little more in the ring. Maybe that might help you out.
So, this all stemmed from Cameron and Mase on their podcast, which is fire, by the way. Saying what everybody is saying, that nigga fights is boring and them shits be whack. Because they are. I would never pay my hard-earned, nigga, I work too hard to spend money on a boring-ass fight. Them shits is boring. Yeah. Mase didn't lie. Cameron didn't lie. Yeah. Now, that made Stevenson go off on social media, calling him lame and old and this, that, and the third. And that's his prerogative. You can defend yourself if you want to. No issue. So then they have a platform, so they roasted him on their podcast, which is fine. Yeah. I say something to you, you say something to me, I can respond. Nothing wrong with that.
They was going back and forth.
They're going back and forth. Mm-hmm. So Jay Prince, this is the most, he's not even a mediator because he always talking about violence and alluding to he.
And when violence happens in front of your kids, you want to be all quiet now.
All right. He's always alluding to some street shit. Bruh, you are, is that a boomer? Like, what fucking age group is he? Like, what is that?
He would be a boomer. 60.
You a fucking boomer, bro. Like at this point, you supposed to be thinking
right under boomer.
Oh, right. What? Listen,
I don't know. I think he's a boomer though.
No disrespect. Whatever you are, you got 20 years on me. I'm not finna allude to street violence on nobody.
60 to 78 is boomers.
How old is he? 60. He's a boomer. Okay, cool. You are a boomer. That means baby boomer for those that don't know. Like that's, I'm a millennial technically. Gen X, Gen Z, whatever. I'm a millennial.
Exennial, they call us.
I'm a millennial. I ain't going by the new shit.
Exennial, they call us. Because it's a 3-year gap.
I ain't going to listen.
79 and 82, 83.
When I was coming up, they called me millennial. Fuck these new terms. I'm a millennial. X is Twitter. I'm a millennial. It is what it is. Anyway, he's a boomer though. Like he is like 60. Why are you alluding to street repercussions at 60? You are successful like you used. Does he still own Rap-A-Lot? You own Rap-A-Lot Records. Shout out to the Ghetto Boys and Scarface.
Dude.
I was gonna say Willie D, Bushwickville. Shout out to that was a great label. I grew up listening to their music. Why are you always involved in some shit that ain't got nothing to do with you? Drake get involved in some shit. You want to get involved. This boxer, you can be his manager or whatever you are, and not get involved. Like you doing your Diddy right now. Like you getting involved in shit that you ain't got to be involved in. That grown man want to have a battle and talk shit to Cameron and Mase. Let him. Like you making him look bad, in my opinion. He a grown ass man. If he want to fucking fight his battles and exchange words with them niggas, let him. Like why are you doing this, Jay Prince? Are you that bored? Do you not get the spotlight enough? Was you mad because Suge Knight niggas knew who he was and niggas know who Diddy is and they know who Clive Davis and these other motherfuckers are? Does that upset you? Like, why are you doing this? Drake got beef. You want to put out a statement. Nigga, stop. He signed to Cash Money, Young Money, and OVO. That is not Rap-A-Lot. Like, you not, and I know you extorting him. I get it. He paying you money to be cool in black spaces. I get that. Extorting him. No, he's extorting him. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He's there's no reason for him to speak. Time out. He's speaking up for Shakur because he represents him, correct?
Yeah, he represents Culture.
On paper, does he represent Drake in any way, shape, or form?
No.
Is he affiliated with OVO, Cash Money, or Young Money, or Universal?
Well, Jay Prince Jr. allegedly introduced him to Wayne, and that's what started that.
So he getting a cut from the money?
I have no idea.
Because if he getting a cut, that's extortion. Because he ain't signed no contract.
I don't know about no cutting on.
Okay, so
that's why he's because Jay Prince Jr. introduced him to
He like an uncle to Drake, is what you're saying?
I don't know, bro.
Like
I just know that he introduced him. Go ahead.
Okay.
Man.
Well, nothing that has been stated proves that he's not being extorted. So I'm gonna just go with what I said. Because you didn't come with nothing. You didn't do anything to disprove that. And other niggas think other people who are in the industry, i.e. Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar, say you've been extorted. And I've been thought that because why is old ass Jay Prince defending you? Wayne not even defending you. Like niggas that actually know you didn't defend you, but Jay Prince is. The whole Pusha T beef started because Pusha had beef with Wayne. And Wayne didn't defend you, but Jay Prince does. It's got to be a reason. I'm sorry. Extortion. Stop, man. You an old nigga. Be old. You golden nigga age now. Like, go play fucking bingo or some shit. Like, count your bread. You know where Russell Simmons at? He in another fucking country. Relaxing. You got enough bread for that. Stop being such a nigga all the goddamn time. As Mase eloquently said, you are not acting like an OG right now. Like you're not. Do better. Like you the blueprint for an OG according to you. I've heard snippets. I didn't read your book. I'm not gonna lie, but I did listen to some snippets to see where you was coming from. You are OG. Handle yourself like an OG. And you're not gonna say this, but if you do, if you come back and be like, nigga, mama, you're not acting like an OG. Be an OG. 40-year-old, 50-year-old niggas don't need no OGs. Stevenson needs an OG. They OGs now too. Mase is correct. Ain't shit that Jay Prince can tell Mase. Mase has had a career. He got a fucking family. Like he an old ass nigga. Like Mase is older than me. You can't tell a nigga who has his own shit nothing with malice. You can offer advice. You can try to be a mentor, I guess. But you can't OG a nigga who are OG too. Stop it, Jay Prince. You better than this, bro. Listen, you gave us Scarface, nigga. You gave us Scarface. Do better.
All right. Since we talking about Drake within that camp, and Dame Dash, another mogul.
Ooh, he another petty nigga. Light skinned niggas be petty, boy. I guess he caramel.
Fiasco comes out and says that Drake should purchase Dame Dash's portion of Reasonable Doubt that he is trying to sell currently.
No, man.
Doja, I'm gonna go with you first. You had thoughts on Dame Dash?
Yeah, it comes to a point where Dame Dash has got to have one of those.
How he feel about Dame Dash is how I feel about Jay Prince.
Like you gotta he was one of the first people. I said earlier he was one of the first people that I saw that was doing the whole social media thing. When you had him doing it, you had Joe Budden doing it. I think they was on thisis50.com and etc. But like when you talk about like what Rockefeller was and like that run they had and the artists they put out, like everybody was talking about how like, you know, Dame Dash had this ego. And the thing about having an ego, and you know, what of them, I think it was Beanie Siegel say he has narcissistic ways. And the thing about that is if you somebody that always need to be right, you need to be humble enough to know you need to be wrong. And like the breakup between you and Hove, they ain't got to be documented. It was an ugly breakup. It was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like I feel like you should have went to Jay and be like, if you don't care about the project, because remember when Jay came to you and said, yo, I want my masters. You can't have the masters because me, Biggs, and Jay-Z, and you, we all worked on it. It ain't just your project. All right, cool. So now that you want to sell it, he should have been the first person you went to. And there's no rumor that says you didn't go to him and go back to him and be like, yo, remember we talked about it. Yo, I'll sell you your share back for Reasonable Doubt. And I mean, we don't hear from Biggs because he don't never talk. He don't say shit. Biggs has been sitting.
He my favorite
doing random sending IG stories and shit on his that I follow him. I randomly see stuff that he sends, like motivational quotes. He kind of like a quiet version of Wallow, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But like when it comes
like
to
that.
Yeah, when it comes to Dame Dash, like you gotta understand when you're wrong. You gotta understand when you drop the ball. Clearly, obviously, Jay-Z has went like woo. He's GOAT status. Well, he's my GOAT, but like he done went to the status of like even if you tried to hold that over his head, he's not. That ain't hurting him, right? So I would just say, hey, make peace. Get that man his publishing back or his masters or whatever the correct term is. And that could be for whoever he's trying to get it. Lupe was saying Drake, whoever gets it. Like let it end up
with him.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Daryl owed me a check for this. So I need y'all to start supporting the watching. You know what I'm saying? If you like what you see, you know what I'm saying, mess with us. Scroll up, see what you like. He'll have the subjects listed. But yeah, Daryl, cut my check.